Hello, team. It's me, Christopher Lawrence, with the Healthy Transformations program, healthytransformations.ca. Why am I sitting in front of a fireplace? Well, first of all, I started this all by myself. Didn't even need a match. Talented. And if I turn it up, it sounds like my house is on fire. Do you hear that? Okay, that's enough. Slow down. So why am I in front of a fireplace, and what does this have to do with weight loss and reducing inflammation? Well, there's some of the obvious things, like inflammation is like a fire and it burns in our body, but I'll let Mike talk about those kinds of things. The good Dr. Breen. What I would like to talk about is motivation versus motivation and willpower versus oh, I lost my train of thought. Motivation and willpower versus, behavioral change. So what I want to talk about is motivation and willpower versus behavioral change. So motivation is the thing that starts the fire. That's willpower. It feels really good. It feels really good. The problem is that motivation is an emotion. That's what it is. Have you ever felt one emotion your entire life forever? Me either. The answer is no. Our emotions change all the time. So how could we expect to stay motivated all the time? It doesn't make sense. What we need to do, sorry, my thighs are burning so bad right now because I'm like kind of crouching on a couch to get this beautiful angle of my fire, which just looks like burning white flames in this camera. Anyway, so we don't want to rely on motivation because we haven't had, because much like emotion, motivation is not sustainable. But what we do want to rely on is habit change, practicing habit change, practicing choice. So if you're relying on motivation, which feels good, and you need to act on that motivation for sure, if you're relying on it long term, it actually doesn't have a very good outcome. You have to rely on habit change, practice, being gritty, making the hard choice. It totally sucks sometimes, but it's totally 100% possible for all of us to do it, because you have somewhere in your life you've already done this, and we just want to leverage that and keep working on it. It's not about throwing in the towel and saying, I'm failing again. It's about saying, geez, this is practice, and this is one of those times where practice feels hard. One of the skills that I'm working on right now in my life is learning to play the piano. Eating correctly can be very much the same. There's new skills involved. I make a lot of mistakes. I mean, learning one simple piece, I might make hundreds of mistakes, and it gets frustrating sometimes, right? But we know when we're learning a sport or an instrument or a new job that there's going to be some frustrating times that we're not going to get it right away. Why would we expect the same? Why would we expect anything different when we're learning how to eat correctly? It's not a straight path. Sometimes it's a tangled web and a complete mess for a little while, and it can be frustrating, super frustrating, but we can get back on track and lean into it and keep going and going and going and making correct decisions until our averageness of those decisions increases and increases and increases, right? It's not about, I ate a donut, so I'm throwing it all in. And it's like, well, you might for a day or two, but maybe it's only a day or two this time and not months. And so your averageness of that correct choice, that correct behavior is increasing and increasing. Give yourself a break, man. You deserve it. It's hard to do this stuff sometimes, but you can have a team with you. You can create your own community, or you can check us out at healthytransformations.ca. Myself and Dr. Breen, we've got lots of information on there. We keep trying to put more information on there. It's a big problem in our world, incorrect eating. And you know what? We're going to change it. Just one person at a time. It'll come slow, but it's coming. Thanks very much, folks. Take care.